How y'all doing out there? It's Mike Love Podcast. Money First Entertainment. I am Mike Love. Give me another round of applause out there. I need y'all to be a little louder though. Yeah. Welcome y'all to my podcast today. We're gonna let this beat ride out for a minute. Let y'all get a feel for that. Artist Mike Love. CD. LOVE Part 2. Track Breathe. That's me, by the way, y'all. But we're gonna get off into this and get more off into what we need to talk about, and that's this distilled water thing that we got going on. I'm sorry, I had a problem with the as far as the music and things like that, but I'm here today to talk to y'all about our bodies, our lives, basically how healthy we need to be, and things like that. I'm new to the podcast game. I just started one, you know what I mean? Follow me on Twitter at The Real Chris Berry, Instagram me Mike Love MFR, Facebook me Chris Berry Big Glizzy. Snapchat me, Mike Love. But today I got a special guest on here. I've been following him for a while, and he knows all about this distilled water movement, about this clean, how to keep yourself clean and healthy, as far as with fasting, as far as just making your life a little better. Give a round of applause for my man VT, y'all. What's going on, VT?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm just on here, man, trying to see what's going on, starting my podcast up, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Man, tell me a little bit, as far as, I want to say, I ain't going to get off into the water thing yet, but this is my man, I've been knowing him for years, man. This ain't no run-around game. He came on here to show some support. A lot of y'all don't know him out there. A lot of y'all do, but I'm just going to keep it at VT. We're not going to give no names. We're not going to go further than that. Even on the comments, people, we're not even going to get off into that. But as far as what we're talking about right now is the distilled water thing. I just wanted to give y'all a brief, and that's who on the show. But VT, man, as far as the healthiness game, man, how you been rolling with that distilled water? Because, man, I was watching Dr. Salby. It's another doctor on YouTube that talks about water, and he talks about how spring water is better to drink than purified water. And not only that, spring water is better to drink than distilled water. And I see you every day, every time I see you got a bottle of distilled water. So I'm just trying to figure out, because all the other water, it contaminates like rust and things like that. So can you briefly explain about the distilled water for people that don't know?
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go back with the spring water, like you said. He said it's probably better than purified, but here in the United States, it's really no different. The spring water that they sell is still saying purified, and the difference between distilled and purified water is distilled water is not trying to clean the water. Instead, it takes just the water and removes it from the water.
Exactly. Because I had a whole bunch of conversations, man, with people, man, and they really didn't know. They didn't understand, how can water just, create your body to just, how can you live off water? A lot of people live off water now, and I see a lot of movement. I see a lot of movement with your fellow guys, man. They all got the distilled water movement now. And I've been seeing them heavy with it now. So, how can you live off water? And what's the main, minerals and the do's and the don'ts of it? I just really want to know. And I'm pretty sure the world would like to know, you know what I mean? So what's going on with that, man,
Well, you got to start off with, from the body, from the head down, you're made of 70% water. And from the head up, you're made of 80% water. So the water is that important to be put back in you. And the right water is that important to be put back in you. And a lot of people talk about alkaline in your water, the pH levels in your water. But me, I would rather have just pure water and alkaline in myself. My ways of alkaline in it, I told you about my Himalayan sea salt I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah, we gonna get off into that too, y'all. The sea salt stuff crazy.
Or you can easily just take you a fresh lemon and squeeze it in there. Now you have your alkaline in there. Other than a company telling me it's alkaline, and we don't know what else is in there. And first of all, like I told you, it's purified, and we test a lot of waters and things like that, and even when it gets purified, it's still probably 50 unknown things other than water in the water. Because it's impossible to purify it.
So
impossible.
So you mean to tell me, like, when we go out to like Chili's and Applebee's and stuff like that, you got people, well, the waitresses, they come to you and say, you want some water? But I will ask for water with lemon in it. So you mean to tell me the alkaline that I'm putting in I'm putting alkaline in that water, even though that water is not purified. I'm still cleaning it up.
That's right.
I'm still cleaning it up.
That's very nice to do, because all your fountain drinks, anything, it all got that tap water in it. And the tap water, that's a different line.
Hey, the tap water, man, it's like a thunder around here.
It's terrible.
We can shoot the gun off with that one, you know what I'm saying?
It's terrible, man.
But yeah, man, like shit. Me myself personally, man, I just started. I'm off into the spring water because I was listening to the doctor on YouTube one night. He's a beautiful motivational speaker. If y'all don't ever get a chance, or if y'all do got a chance, go out and talk. Well, not go out and talk. I mean, reach out to Dr. Shelby on YouTube and just find out what he's talking about, because he's talking about some heavy things out there. You know what I mean? Some stuff that people really need to know about their life. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I was digging deep inside of Prince, and he was talking about chemtrails and all this, that, and the third. And it's so crazy because I was talking to my man, and, he kind of put me on it too. So he, man, this brother right here, man, he got some wisdom above his shoulders, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as with this water movement, as far as with everything, man, he's on point with this, man. And that's why I was able to bring him on my show today. So, y'all can get a full glimpse of how this distilled water thing move, or, you know what I mean? If the distilled water gonna keep you clean, cause everything's about living nowadays. Our population is dying left and right. And I'm not saying it's dying off not being healthy, but it's just dying. And then the non-healthy people that's living, that's lasting without getting shot or any kind of violence, they only making it to 60 years old. My father is a prime example. He passed away. He had an enlarged heart. And it was like some foods that he was eating that he wasn't supposed to eat, like fried food and things like that. So he kept eating, and he kept pushing forward to that until it was over. So me personally, I'm kind of feeling where he coming from, man. I'm not trying to be on that extracurricular activity, man. I want to live out here, man. And man,
without the meds, we don't want to have to be on the meds to live. That's another thing too.
Yeah, man, the meds, man. I don't want to live off meds because your body gets swole after a while. You know what I'm saying? Because your body can't take that. But as far as, man, back to this water thing, man. So I can drink a gallon of water a day and not eat, or what? Is it a mind thing, or how it go, man?
If you saying, can you drink a gallon of water a day and not eat? I think you can. But at the same time, you can't just go from eating everything you've been eating now to just trying to drink a gallon of water. You have to ease your body into it. So if I was to tell you to do that, I'll tell you prepare your body to juice first, Mm-hmm. Start doing it.
And what you mean by the juicing, though? Like, what? You got to break that down to them, because I don't think they understand, man.
Juicing is super serious. If they ever get time, they need to go look up Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Juicing is a very important diet, because I actually got a part of this from Dr. Sebi, because, when you take your diet off of meat, you take meat out your diet, and if you just go strictly with things that come from the earth naturally, and the things that they sell in the grocery store, sometimes those don't even come from the earth naturally.
Nah, man.
That's why I'm planning on getting my own garden together,
Right. Y'all hear that, man? Y'all got to get y'all a garden together. My man talking about getting a garden together on y'all, man.
That's right. That's right, man.
Yeah.
That's why I took meat out my diet right now. This month I'm not going to be eating meat. Because
that's a whole meat. I mean, that's a whole month without meat, man. Man. I don't know, man. I like burgers, man. Personally, I like that cow, man. That cow, that's my best friend. But I don't know. That's
gotta have a strong self-control. The cow. You think the cow your friend. You think the milk that the cow provide and the steaks and all that. You think all that.
So what's wrong with the milk out the cow?
It was all. I'm not gonna go too far in that, but cow's milk is for the calves, for the cows. It's
Right.
not, that wasn't for humans. They just made it happen.
Because
like
me
that.
personally, I drink almond milk. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
the best milk. That's what
I drink
recommend.
almond milk. You
That's
know what I
definitely
mean?
what I
I don't
recommend.
drink that milk that comes, you know, because it's processed, man. Like, I was in prison a while back, man, and you know, I used to milk cows, man, and the whole process just seemed a while back. You know, it just seemed crazy, man. I was like, man, but yes, folks, I was in prison, by the way, man, but you know, I'm back on top now. You know, man, God bless you for a turnaround, man. You can't be in the same position all your life.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But as far as that, you know what I mean? Give me a round of applause on that one. I want to lie. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm here today making it, man. A lot of people ain't making it today, man. You know what I mean? But as far as, man, you gave a whole glimpse of this water thing, but people probably still out there like, man, how is this water going to make me healthy? How is it changing my life from purified water? How is there a different taste, or is it a different like feeling? Do it make me stronger? Am I not sleepy? Or is there any kind of pH balance in it? You know what I mean?
It has nothing in it. It's actually what I actually would call water. Everything else shouldn't even be called water, because back in the days in school, what I learned what water was a hydrogen and oxygen mix. Nothing more, nothing less. Once you add things to it, it should no longer be called water. You know, so that's why I would rather have pure water and then add what I want to add to it. So my reason for drinking distilled water is really deep. You know, I'm not going to get too much in it, but it's about, you know, my third eye, my pineal gland, and really the fluoride inside of everything basically we drink.
Screenshot that one.
It's killing it. It's killing it, man. That fluoride is killing it, man. So that was my main reason. My main reason wasn't for pH levels and this and that to lose weight. I actually lost 50 pounds when I started drinking it too.
Y'all hear that right? 50 pounds off
50
the water,
pounds.
man.
You'll return to your natural weight.
See, and that right there is basically what it's about, y'all. It's about health. Everything's about health, man. And if you living healthy off drinking distilled water, here it is. This man just said he been drinking distilled water and he lost 50 pounds. So that's kind of telling me, man, you know, because all these people be out here on these fat burners and trying to get slim and just doing everything, man. So you mean to tell me, man, a fat burner like that is just drinking water?
Man, it's excellent for you because, like I told you, it's so
even the fat girl can drink water.
Why not? You know, why not? So it's so synthetic, and you should actually drink half of your body weight. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you weigh probably about 200 and some pounds, 200 pounds, you know, you should be drinking about a liter of water. But if you can do a gallon, do a gallon. And it might sound easy, like, oh yeah, I can drink a gallon of water. And you can drink 12 beers, but you can't drink a gallon of water.
Man, and
it's not as easy as you think.
It's
but
not easy.
All you gotta do is put your mind to it.
It's not easy.
The most time your body yearns for water is in the morning time, the early day. That's when you can drink your most of your water. And that's why I consume the most amount.
Is that because your body down? Because I know when you go to sleep, your body just done. It's like your after effects is over with. You still can hear and, you know, things like that. But because me personally, I listen to ESPN going to sleep.
And you wake up knowing what happened.
Knowing everything, man. I know everything that happened, man. I'm talking about from Stephen Curry shooting threes to Kevin Garnett retiring. I knew it all in my sleep. And I'm like, dang, I was asleep for this? You know what I'm saying?
You know, people listen to books before they go to sleep. People study before they go to sleep and, you know, put on headphones and then they remember the answers or remember the book or whatever. So man, that definitely is true.
I got one more thing to say to you, man, before you leave. Please tell these people about this sea salt, man. Like, man, can you bring that sea salt over here, man? We about to go grab it real quick and look at it, man, because it's crazy, man. I'm talking about, man, I took some of it. It tastes great, but it's so crazy because Wendy's use sea salt. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what it's called here. It's called pure Himalayan pink sea salt, one of the world's purest salts. You know what I mean? So this bottle is $12 a pop. I wish I could show y'all this, but
it's all different size. This really the cheapest one because it's grained up so much. But this is what I was actually using for cooking. You know, I have another one that I alkaline my water in. You know, everybody, you know, preaches that distilled water is not what you should drink because it'll kill you.
Right,
so
right.
I alkaline myself with my own minerals.
That's what they were saying.
This has organic minerals, not inorganic minerals of what people say is in their water because you really don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
So